Hello everyone, good day to all. I welcome you all for today's online live classes. I am Pushpashri, faculty of Bhatt and Bhatt Tutorials. I'll be handling mathematics for Navodaya, Sainik as well as RMS School entrance exam. So well my dear children, in the last session we studied about the chapter of geometry, lines and angles. And in the last session we just got to know regarding the angles. And in today's session let us move on to the another part of it, another theory part of it regarding the types of triangles and triangle, quadrilateral and its types. Along with that, let us learn the Pythagoras theorem and some of the properties of the circle. So if you people have watched the last session, please go through the description box and watch your previous class video. So we'll move on to today's session. So we'll be learning regarding the triangles first. Okay. So let us learn what is triangle first. So you all know what is triangle in one or the another way. So in detail you will be knowing here triangle, the figure which is surrounded by by three sides is called triangle. Under that, the sum of three angles of the triangle is the sum of three angles of the triangle is 180 degree. Triangle is 180 degree. Full stop. So here, if this is the triangle, okay, I just name it as A, B and C. And in ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C will give you 180 degree. Make a note. So fine, hope you all copied the triangle. Now I'll go with the next part of the triangle. So let us see to the next part of the triangle. That is, on the basis of sides, we have some of the sides. So let us see that one by one. So the types, the first one, equilateral triangle. So what is equilateral triangle then? So the triangle having all the sides equal, the triangle having all the sides equal is known as equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Under that, the value of each angle is 60 degree. Here, the value of each angle is 60 degree. So in equilateral triangle, the values of each and every angle will be 60 degree. Say for example, if this is an equilateral triangle A, B and C, and this side will be equal, and angle C will be 60. So angle B as well as angle A. But when you add all the angles, you will get 180 degree. Make a note. So fine, hope you all copied equilateral. Now let us move on to the next type of it. That is the second type, isosceles triangle. So we'll see what is that now. The second type. Isosceles, ISOSCELES, isosceles triangle. Under that, the triangle having any two sides are the triangle having any two sides, any two sides, any two sides, any two sides are equal, are equal is called isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Any of the two sides will be equal in this type of triangle. Say for example, if I draw one triangle, that is triangle A, B and just C. Here, this one angle, this one, these are three angles and these two opposite sides will be equal. So I can call it as AC will be equal to CB. Make a note. So fine, hope you all copied. Let me go with the third type now, the last type in the triangle on the basis of side, okay? The last type, that's your third one. Have a look into your third one. Scalene triangle. Scalene triangle. So in scalene triangle, the triangle having all the sides of equal length, the triangle having all the sides of different length, all the sides are different length is called scalene triangle. Okay, so this is called as scalene triangle. So if I draw one triangle, if this is a triangle A, B and C, and when I take AB or AB is not equal to BC and BC will not be equal to CA because all are having a different length. Make a note. Fine, hope you all copied this. So now let me move on to the next part, that is your quadrilateral. Okay, so right now we discussed regarding only the triangle. So now let us see regarding a quadrilateral. So we'll see what is quadrilateral. So quadrilateral, okay. A triangle is formed by joining any four. A figure is formed by joining any four non-collinear points. So that we are going to call it as quadrilateral. So you can all have a look into the quadrilateral. So the quadrilateral can be drawn. Okay, so this can be called as a quadrilateral. I can just name it as A, B, C, G, and the sum of this quadrilateral will be 360 degree. The sum is 360 degree. Always it will be 360 degree. Make a note. So fine, hope you all copied the quadrilateral. So let me go with the types of quadrilateral. The first type, parallelogram. Hope somewhere you people have heard this name, parallelogram. So both the sides will be parallel to each other. So let us see that. It is a quadrilateral, and it's both the sides and it's both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. So both the opposite sides will be parallel here. Look into the diagram here. This we call it as a parallelogram, and I just named the parallelogram here as A, B, C, G. So parallelogram, that is AB, is parallel to CG. So this is how we write, and also DA or AD is parallel to BC. Make a note. So fine, hope you all copied the first type of the parallelogram. So now let us move on to the second type of the parallelogram. Have a look into the second type. The second type, that is rectangle. Rectangle. Okay. Under that, the parallelogram in which each angle is a right angle. It is a parallelogram. It is a parallelogram in which each angle is 90 degree, or you can write right angle. So here if you see this figure, it is a rectangle, angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Every angle will be 90 degree. Okay. So let me write the square too, the third type here only. Have a look into the square also. Parallelogram having all equal sides. So it is a parallelogram. Parallelogram having it's just for your knowledge purpose I am giving, okay? Having all sides and all angles are equal. So here in square, all the angles and all the sides will be equal. If this is the square, so this every angle will be 90 degree here too. Okay. And every angle, that is your angle A, angle B, angle C as well as angle D, it will be 90 degree only. Make a note. So fine, hope you all copied this. So now let me go with the next type of this, that is your rhombus. Rhombus, I think this is the new name for you, but once I draw the figure you will get to know how the rhombus will be. So have a look into your rhombus too. The fourth one, rhombus. So look into the meaning of rhombus. A parallelogram in which all the sides are equal. A parallelogram in which all the sides are equal. So here all the sides will be equal in the rhombus, that is 180 degree when I take the total of the rhombus. So rhombus can also be written like this. Okay, give the name as A, B, C, G. And here all the sides will be equal and all the angles will be equal. That means the opposite sides that we concentrate upon. And the next type that we have is trapezium. So what is trapezium then? So trapezium is nothing but it is a quadrilateral. So it is a quadrilateral. It is a quadrilateral in which one pair of the opposite sides are parallel. In which one side or one pair you can write, one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Okay, so this is about your trapezium. So when I draw the trapezium, I draw like this. So here you just draw one line, dotted line, okay, the straight line. So A, B, C, D, and give the name as H1, H2. Here AC and BG are parallel. AC is parallel. This is nothing but parallel. Make a note. And the next concept that we start learning is the circle. So let us see the circle, the important terms of the circle now. So looking to the important terms of the circle, important terms of the circle. So that is the first one, arc, A-R-C. So how will you draw the arc? You draw one circle, okay? So in that circle, the arc is this is the middle point, and if you draw like this, and this part, the highlighted part is called as a arc. So here give it as O, A, B. Therefore, A, B is arc. So this, whatever this is that, so this we are going to call it as a arc. The second one, that is chord, C-H-O-R-D. Draw one circle, keep the midpoint, and draw one line, give the name as AB. Therefore, AB is called as chord. This line, what we are going to call it as a chord. And coming to the third one, that is secant. Secant. That is, draw one circle, and for that circle, if you draw any of the line like this, QR is secant. Coming to the fourth one, that is segment. Segment. Okay, you draw one circle, and this you'll draw AB, and this, whatever this part is that is called major segment. That means most, just is alpha, so it's more, right? So we call it as major, and this we call it as minor segment. So the next part, have a look into the next part. The first one, central angle. So how to draw the central angle? Circle you will draw. So this 0, A, B. Angle A0B is central angle. Make a note of the circle terms now. So fine, hope you all written this. So now let me go with the Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So all of you have a look into your Pythagoras theorem now. Okay. The last theory concept in this chapter of geometry, Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So first draw one figure. Okay. So here give the name as AB and give it as base here, and it's a right angle triangle. This is C, and this is hypotenuse, and this is called as perpendicular. Okay, and here now in right angle triangle, okay. So in right angle triangle, h square, that is hypotenuse square, is equal to b square plus, that is base square plus perpendicular square, that is ac square, is equal to ab square plus bc square. So height, this is ac square. So this is your height, base ab square, perpendicular, that is bc square. So this is how you have to start writing. Okay. So give this as A, B, and that is, make a note,